Well, GM, G to the M. Great morning, my friends. DJs, Diamond Hand fam, Fortune Fuel crew, super soldiers, one percenters, pioneers, pivoters, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out and anyone in between. Welcome back and welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Fortune Fuel, baby. I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. Now, my friends, we got one hell of a show on tap for you on this fantastic Friday morning. We finally made it to Friday. Woo! It's been a week. We've had a full week of motivating, inspirating, good vibrating, voting, changing the world, making America great again. I mean, it's been a full week. If you're feeling like me, I mean, we've been using the energy all week long, and we got one more show to get us all the way into the weekend and into the hallway of that sumbitch on the right foot. But before we go any further on this beautiful November the 8th, 2024, and get your asses woked up like never before, there's a couple of things I need you to do for me before we dive in on the opposite side. Maybe you could take a quick moment too. Smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you're currently adjusting the Forge and Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over yonder as well, so you don't miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. If you're enjoying the show too, might as well hit that like button. If you're watching over there on Rumble, hit a subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit a like as well if you're enjoying the show this morning. And if you're watching on X, make sure you hit a like, hit a repost, hell, even hit a quote post. Let the people know on the X timeline while you're tuned in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. And if you're listening to this show on your favorite podcast directory like Apple, Amazon, or maybe even Spotify, maybe you could think about giving us a follow or leaving us a 5-star rating, or maybe even smashing whatever other buttons you see over there, as it only helps us continue to grow and flow on all those platforms as well. Shout out to all of you beautiful humming beings tuned in live in prime time or to the recording that have already hit those buttons. But if you haven't already and you're thinking, why the hell should I do that? Why should I support this show by pressing those buttons? Well, let me tell you.
Don't
so
be
you
rude.
know. Maybe you laugh. Maybe you cry. Maybe you think. Maybe you go, I ain't never thought of it that way before. Well, if so, don't be a host, share the show, be a friend, tell a friend, let somebody know, and we will proceed with this morning's flow. My friends, I've said boys, I've said fellas, I've said us and we a few times, but it has been only me that you have seen on this screen. However, the boys are all here. You've been hearing the soundboard go crazy already this morning. My guy DWEZYY is apparently already ready to rock and roll. He's ready to get us going and flowing with all them good old-fashioned soundboard sounds. You see, there it is right there. He's ready to go. Shout out DWEZYY, Mr. Producer, crushing the game on a Friday morning. But there is another man, your man, my guy, who always graces us with his presence here on this fine morning program. See, he's a man who's going through a lot right now. So as he's in that hallway, he's going to give us a lot of great insights, a lot of great advice. And if you were on the bi-weekly networking meeting last night in the Gateway, boy, oh boy, would you be all the way up to date. But if you're only here this morning, you might be saying, oh no, I don't know what they're saying. Well, maybe you should become a full-time member, because this guy told us all types of shits last night. He is the founder of the Grandpa Ape Country Club. What? The lead pro on the GACC greens, if you will. He is a professional DJ with a wide-ranging musical catalog. If you ever find yourself on a dance floor where he's spinning a couple on the turntable, it's going to be hard for you not to start moving and grooving, making him a human iPod. What? He is a purveyor of positive vibes. What? A curator of high-level energies. What? A certified PLP pusher. What? My friends, he is the jet plane flying. What? McLaren driving. What? Well, who knows for how much longer. What? The Rolex rocking. What? The Jesus piece dangling. What? The president of St. Louis, Missouri. Also, who knows how much longer. What? He is the one and the only, with an emphasis on the one. What? He's DJ Swirl One. Great morning, Swirl One. How you doing?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Shout out DZ's on the effects. He's hitting that so good. Bah, bah. What?
He's on it this morning, man. He's on it this morning.
Hey, I tell you what, he's awake right now. I'm awake right now. I got my nice cup of Joe. Shout out to New Mexico, yo. You guys, I'll tell you, you know who you are.
Hey, we got the same color going on, dude.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Cool.
Hey,
Cool.
bro. Hey.
Cool.
Yeah, see, I know where I'm at inside my house. When I'm at the hotel, for some reason, I don't know which way to look, left or right. So, hey, whatever.
Hey,
however, you were saying the McLaren driver. Let me just tell you something. Just because, you know, I might switch the ride doesn't mean that I won't come back to it. And here's the other thing. I was doing a little visualizing last night, as a matter of fact, because thoughts become things. So who's to say what might be in the future? Just saying. So, you know, it's going to be cold and Nobody's going to be outside anyway, so we'll just go from there. But today is not cold. I'm fired up. You see that right there? Forge and Fuel. I'm back in the I'm fired up. Hey, I've already slammed. I'm like down to here already on the water. See, like right here. And this thing was full. It's 32 ounces right here. Drink 2 or 3 of these a day. Trust me, you won't have to worry about nothing anymore. Okay. So there's that. Also, if you wouldn't mind, because as I did yesterday, you must send this show to somebody. I'm saying must because it is a have to. It is so important to spread good vibes throughout the world. And you can start right now, first thing in the morning, or before you go to bed. If you're like Malka over there, it's like, hey, you know what? If it's the last thing I'm going to do some positive and send it. Check that out. So you could go to bed feeling like $1 million. And then your mind might drift off to whatever place it goes to and be like, man, I did some really good stuff before I went to sleep. And off you go. But here we are, my friends, ready to rock. I'm ready to roll. I'm trying to give Capp some. He was waking up a little teary-eyed, not teary-eyed, maybe little bags under the eyes. He's might have stayed up a little bit late in the rabbit holes, but that's okay. He's learning. He's growing. He's moving and grooving, and he's here now. He said he was going to manufacture some energy, so I think he did some push-ups. I'm not sure what it was, but
yeah, dude. Hey, sometimes, hey, that's secret behind-the-scenes shit, bro. That's stuff that people can't know. They can't know about that stuff, man. Stay off of those
manufacture their own energy.
They can't know about. Hey, that's behind the scenes shit. That's high classified G7 top secret shit, man. Nobody can know how my production and my manufacturing of energy goes down. Yeah, sometimes we wake up a little tired. Sometimes we wake up with some I don't want to. Sometimes, yeah, you know what? I'm tired.
No, I don't want us, man.
You're fucking uninspired.
All that's saying is that you're actually a real person. So there's nothing wrong with that. We've been saying we're just some regular human beings. We just live the same life like you. We're just trying to tell you how we survived this thing called life.
Who's to say, who's to know, man? I am noticing over here too. I'm a little upset about it. My doggone right arm on my chair is a little wobbly, so it's kind of got me a little thrown off. I gotta go tighten up that son of a bitch after the show. I don't know who built this chair, but they did a terrible fucking job. What the hell, man? I'm a little wobbly over here now. I don't really like it. It's kind of fucking with me, so I just want to let everybody know. That's why I keep whatever. Chair's fucked up. Who's to say, who's to know? Got to do a little Bob the Builder after the show, but here we are live in prime time, episode 607, baby.
He fucked up.
I don't know why. Who's to say, who's to know? Forge and Fuel.
Next time.
I did, bro.
Don't have extra parts.
I don't think I have extra parts. And that sucker was tight. It was the back one that I fucked up, and then I fixed it. And I don't know, maybe something happened with the front. So I think I got to go tighten it down. Maybe I didn't tighten it down. I don't know who's say, who's no. We'll figure it out. I'll get everybody updated on the old gaming chair after the show. Yo, right arm a little wobbly here. I better be careful. I'll be fall right out of the chair. Say, oh, Cap, where'd you go? I fell right off the damn arm. Who's to say, who's to know? But my friends, you may be already laughing. You may be already chuckling at me or the two of us or the start of this show. Who's to say, who's to know? But maybe you're not. Maybe you're just tuning in. Maybe you're just waking up. Maybe you need a little laugh. Well, we like to start the show that way because in order to have a full day, you got to laugh, you got to cry, you got to think. Now, you probably will laugh more during the duration of the show, but we always like to start off with a good, high-quality laugh. Now, my friends, this morning, we're coming off of election season, and we talked a lot about maybe some of the uninformed majority, so maybe the minority, but nowadays it's kind of feeling like the majority, but maybe it is, I don't know. We got like 66 million morons.
Seems pretty popular to me.
So, we got a lot of morons in this country. So, I just figured it was a great opportunity not to watch some liberals cry, but just really get to the core of this uninformed majority and really understand who they are and see if anybody is on the same page as us. So this upcoming video, my friends, I need you to pay attention not only to the speaker, but maybe in the background what's going on and just take stock of the uninformed majority.
Ma'am, we're discussing the rezoning for the Portillos. Do you have any comments on that?
For what?
We're discussing the rezoning on 53rd for...
Well, I live on 63rd.
Again, we're here to hear comments about the rezoning.
Well, I don't like Facebook. And I don't like the internet because I can't find a job. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
Yes.
We're not here to discuss your personal life. I'm sorry. Do you have any comments about the rezoning?
No, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
There are people like that that exist in this fucking world.
What are you talking about? They're everywhere. Everywhere. The
Every
more you
corner.
that's the thing, man.
Oh.
You gotta remember about life. Average is only the best of the worst and the worst of the best, man. That's all there is to it. The average American, the average human being is just remember 50% of the world is under that level.
She says, well, I live on 63rd.
I bet you do. Yeah, don't worry. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming.
And the old boy in the back just losing his shit. The more she goes on, he just
You know what's so funny? The level of don't give a fuck just grows with your age. So that guy right there is on like 58. He's like, I came here to bitch about this zoning, and who the hell are you? Can you not waste my time? Like this guy, he's the get off your porch guy. That's the guy.
You know what? I didn't know if I wanted to play it, but I want to play it. Shit, I might not have saved it. Oh no, I didn't save it. Fuck, I thought. I saved it.
You guys might have been saved. I'm not.
You got juked out. I had another one that it was pretty funny. Maybe if I got a second, I might send it over to myself here a little bit. We'll pull that one up a little later. We'll end the show with that one. Who's to say? Who's to know? That's a funny one too. But that was a good one. Who's to say? Who's to know? Maybe you got some issues like that at your city council meetings. You don't even know. Maybe you could go be the fly on the wall and get some new good content for us here right on the show. Who's to say? Who's to know? But my friends, there is your morning laugh. We're awake. We're with it. Episode 607 on this beautiful Friday morning, November the 8th, 2024. It's time to start waking up like never before. And it's time, without any further hesitation or delay, to get into this first segment of the day. Whip out those weapons, get out your files, and get ready to refine those edges and get them nice and sharp to cut through any obstacle that might come through your path this weekend or in the coming days. Or actually, let's just get through Friday as we get into your sharpening session. Alrighty then, my friends. Welcome back to Forge and Fuel, episode 607. We begin today, my friends, with a topic that I think is going to be rather good. I think the conversation today is going to be rather hot, so you might want to grab your fire extinguisher, grab out your notebooks and your pens or your pencils, whatever you might need to keep track of some notes. Open those ear holes wide, and let's dive into the opening topic of the day. Who's coming to save you? Who's coming to save you? Well, so far, all that I can tell is it's nobody. Nobody's coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Who's coming to save us? Nobody. You know, I thought this would bring full circle, really, everything we've talked about this week and really start to put some perspective and some fire and some gumption and a little kick in the pants under some people who may just be right on that edge, right there, just ready to take the leap of faith, but they just need that extra little, that little something. So, you know, obviously, I just mentioned we just got out of election season. We're still in election season. Shit, we got 2 crazy months before the current administration's even out of there. Then who knows what the fuck happens after that. They've been weirdly kind, weirdly cool. Everything's been weirdly smooth. I don't fucking buy it for a second. I think shit's coming around the corner. However, We're not on Decoding the Divide. We're here on fucking Fortune Fuel. So as you think about that, do you realize that not a single one of those politicians is coming to save you? Do you realize that even Donald Trump getting elected, he's not coming to knock on your door and save you? Do you realize that even if he puts in the best policies and the best taxations and takes away income tax and puts in a tariff and shows up and takes away any type of racism or division in the world, do you realize he's still not coming to save you? Do you realize that you still have to get up in the morning and you still got to get after it? Do you realize that even your local and state representatives, they're not coming to save you? I can't tell you the last time I woke up in the morning and I looked over on the other side of my bed and I said, well, good morning, Mr. Government. Good to see you. Appreciate you fucking me all night long. Great morning. Love to see you. I ain't never seen it one time. Not once. There is only one time that I get to see Mr. Government, and that is when I get my paycheck on Friday or Wednesday or Thursday, whenever you get paid, and you see 50% of it knocked off on the right side, and you say, gross. Wow, what the hell did I net? You know, it's one of them types of things. I've never seen a politician show up to my door and come and save me. Hell, I rarely even see him show up to my community and come and save me. Most of the time, they're just sweet talking. So maybe stop putting so much faith and trust and hope that your whole life's going to change just because somebody got in office or the politician you wanted got elected, or you now see more red in the world than blue. It's still going to come down to you. Your boss isn't coming to save you. 99% of the time, that boss doesn't give a damn about you. That boss is so wrapped up and concerned and whirling around in their own problems that they're not even thinking about you. They're just thinking about your deliverables. And as long as you're dishing out those deliverables, they don't give a damn. They're not going to complain to you. They're not going to tell you about a promotion. They're not going to get you moving and grooving. You're just in the rat race. You're showing up every day. You're not causing them any stress. They're sure as shit not coming to save you. They're sure as shit not going to pull you aside one day and say, hey, brother, guess what? You've been crushing the game. You are so amazing. Here's the keys to a brand new Lambo. Here's a new house. Here's that doggone investment you've been wanting to make. Hey, here's a $50,000 bonus. You've been crushing it. It's just the middle of the year. We just want to give it to you. I ain't ever seen it. I've seen it maybe sometimes around Christmas, but you got to be a grinder and a half to get a $50,000 bonus. You got to get up to some of the upper echelons of sales and in the executives of business to be able to do some shit like that. Most people never even see that in their lives. That's what I'm saying. Your boss, your manager is not coming to save you. And if you have a good relationship with one of them and they give you some benefits, realize that and take advantage of that, because most of the time they don't give a damn. They're not coming to save you. You are something that puts more money in their pocket, especially if you deliver those deliverables on time and well. They're never going to say anything, and they're going to keep you in that exact same spot. The media is not coming to save you. There is not a single fucking news source out there. Legacy media is dead. I'm going to make some content over the next few days, kind of digging into some of that, the Jimmy Kimmel shit, crying live on TV. I believe that's a whole different reason than for what he was talking about right there. But there is not a single media personality that's coming to save you. They don't give a damn about you. They care about their paychecks. They care about their souls that they sold to Satan. And that's why they're still saying the same exact bullshit, telling you that the science is real and COVID was real and we should all get a jab and Kamala's so powerful. It's because they fucking sold out so long ago. It was written in 2008 that they can push propaganda on us by that dumbass Obama, and we are going to continue to be in the exact same spot. Now, hopefully, those will be repealed. Hopefully, legacy media will continue to die. Hopefully, we will be the new media. But right now, them motherfuckers ain't coming to save you. And they're sure as shit not putting anything out in their scheduled programming that is going to help you break out of the matrix. So I would highly suggest that you stop tuning into their shit and start tuning into shit like this. And maybe not even this. Start looking at all types of other different things that you can check out and where you can get your insights, you can get your information, and you can stop being lost in the sauce of the bullshit, because not a single one of those media companies, media personalities, show hosts, or anything in between is coming to save you. Your pastor ain't coming to save you. I'm sorry, but most of the time, your pastor just cares about looking good up on that pulpit and making sure that you put alms in the plate. They're not coming to fucking save you. I haven't been to church in over a decade, and I haven't ever had a closer relationship with my Creator. That person, I'm sorry, you know it, and you know the church people, they ain't coming to save you either. That pastor just wants you to get them ties in that plate at the end of the week. Isn't it so interesting that nothing ever happens with the church, but that pastor keeps showing up in nicer and nicer clothes and nicer vehicles, but you keep staying in the same spot? But you better tithe. You better put your money in that plate at the end of the week. That pastor's not coming to save you. That money never comes back to you. There's nothing there in that relationship that is going to push you forward. The relationship is up there. And if you need a building and a group of humming beings just to connect with that person, my friend, you have more troubles than you think you do. You are sitting much closer to your problems and the bullshit of this life than the one who actually put you and gave you the opportunity to have those problems. And if you need to go to Sunday and have one day out of the week where you can actually recognize that, again, you need to fix your problems. You have a lot more going on than you think. Your partner's not coming to save you. Your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, that person is not going to save you. If you finding your worth in that person and, oh, they complete me, this is my person. Well, maybe you are your person. Maybe you need to find you first before you start trying to find completion in somebody else. Maybe that person is never going to save you. That person is never going to give you everything you need. And maybe that's why divorce rates are at an all-time high, is because they get down the path of marriage and they realize, by golly, this person can't give me what I want. This person can't give me everything. And I saw the red flags at the beginning, but now here we are. And oh my gosh, I didn't sign a prenup. What the fuck are we going to do? And you have all this shit going on. Those people are not going to save you. They are bonuses. They are benefits to your life. You have to save you first before you can even think about being in a relationship and trying to save and help that other person. Your favorite musician, your favorite motivational speaker, your favorite podcast host is not coming to save you. I'm not coming to save you. Hey, hope I'm your favorite podcast host. Or maybe that's Swirl One. I don't know. Either way, maybe there's somebody else. They're not coming to save you. We're not coming to save you. I can't reach through this screen and wake up, Bobby. I can't grab you. You got to do it yourself. You got to want to get off that couch. You got to want to lace up those shoes and go to the gym. You got to want to rip out that piece of paper and start writing the business plan. Fuck the business plan. You got to want to write a T in the page and put pros and cons and start writing the pros and cons of the things that you might want to do. You got to get on the path. You got to take the leap of faith. I've said it a million times. I can walk you to the canyon's edge, but I cannot kick you off. I cannot push you off and make you take the leap of faith. The only one that can do that is you. So my friends, that's kind of blacked out right there. I don't know what the hell I said, but I know the main premise is that only you can save you. You are the only person that is coming to save you. So either you want to keep searching for that savior, or you want to start acting on what you know and save yourself. Who's to say, who's to know?
Bro, I loved it. I tell you, you might have blacked out, but I think it was recorded and I took a bunch of notes too. And you're right. It tripped a bunch of triggers and I love it. Start off with, hey, who got it better than us?
Nobody!
That's right. You see that? It's teamwork. Teamwork make the dream work, right? However, when we're talking about what he's saying, hey, he's right. No politicians are going to come get this guy right here and say, hey, you're with me. You're on my cabinet. You're in my administration. No, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Nobody's going to come and say, hey, Swirl, I saw your podcast the other day. We want to help you out. No, okay, that ain't happening either. You know who else ain't coming? None of those people that were on any stages twerking their ass. None of those people are coming to get you either. Those celebrities that all stood up, those Avenger people that I got on that screen together and said, hey, we're here to help you out. Do you think they're there to help you out? They're rich people. Why wouldn't they just go ahead and give you a few dollars and help you out? Wait, we all need it, right? I mean, we all know life's tough right now. They got plenty to give out. You think they're going to help? They are not going to help. Okay. We start talking about these politicians and hey, yes, it was election day. And yes, there there's a lot of changes that's going to happen in the world, and a lot of them may not even pertain to you, right? So what's the question to that? What do I think about that? How do I try to make the best out of all these changes that have happened? Okay, so which policies are out there? Which ones are going to benefit me, right? These politicians only come around when they need something, when they need your vote, when they want to say this, that, and shout out to every one of them. Hey, they all do it. It doesn't matter who they are. They will come out and do that. Until then, after that, they go behind the closed doors. They make all the decisions, and hopefully you did the right thing and you thought of our well-being as you were doing that. But here's what I'll say. Every single day those policies are enact. Doesn't matter what you think or what you do. They're not going to change your life unless you do something about it. Every day you have to be optimistic about life. You have to be optimistic about your life. That's the difference. Your optimism shouldn't change depending on who's running what nation, who's your boss, who's not your boss. None of that should matter. It should never change who you are or what you're doing or why you get up every day. That has no bearing on your life. There's nothing that happens in that time that's going to create better wins for you, except for the person that's getting out of that bed, right? So your ability to capitalize on the things that are happening out there and the policies that are going on is really up to you. A lot of people got really rich after the last collapse in like 2008, 2009. Some people watched that happen. And man, I couldn't get rich that time. You know why? Well, because, geez, I just didn't have the money. And you start talking to people and they had some cash on hand. And so when those houses all came down, they were able to buy one. And now all of a sudden, here we are so many years later, and they've made some great money on them. Well, guess what? That's always out there. Those opportunities are available every single day. The question is, are you prepared to take them? Have you been doing everything you need so when there is a crash, you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, where am I getting my money from? You look around and see everybody else falling, and you're sitting there going, wow, I took care of the 4 or 5 things. I'm good to go. My problems aren't that big. Look at this. Everybody's losing their house. Man, I got a little extra money. Look, that looks like a good deal right there. And you'll see it and you'll buy yourself something like a house, something that's got a nice asset that's going to go up in value. And then you can be just like them in the future. Your problems won't get voted away. That's not going to happen. I promise you, they're not going anywhere. Okay. You're not going to be able to go in there and put in a box. Here's my problem. I vote that this just goes away. That's not happening. You have to earn it away. You have to will it away with all the actions you do on a daily basis. Take care of the 4 or 5 things. Now we talked about, hey, all this change this week, right? Well, there's a big deal that happened. If you look at the stock market, and I looked at I was showing the guys the other day, my portfolio was up pretty good. It's up higher today. It's the highest it's been in 4 years. You know what's interesting about that? 1.6 trillion or more got put into the stock market right as all this happened. Here's what I'll say. Those people sat there and had to push the button. It's not just because the vote happened. They sat there and said, you know what? If there's any opportunity, if the world thinks this is the right thing, I'm going to be optimistic about it. I know last time there was a great economy. Wherever we are right now, let me just put some dollars in there and see what happens to it. These people aren't trying to pull their money out in 5 days, or they're going to go ahead and let it span that time. There was a text message I got from somebody the other day who might not have been on the same side as a lot of people who won this time. As a matter of fact, I know they're not. And they said, very optimistic. Very optimistic, and everybody you believe in, everybody that's a part of this, it is absolutely something I need, and I want the greater good of what happens to everybody. But that's the thing. The one thing that you got to pay attention to is that, you know what, it is in your optimism and your ability and your willingness to get up to work that's going to create the wins for you. I'm just telling you right now, it's not about, we talked about this last night, it's not about planning my day or planning my year or my 5-year plan. None of that shit will ever work, because you're going to have to, as we talked about, weave through, because that path is not straight. It's not patted down. You're going through a couple trees. You might have to bring a machete and cut a couple vines on the way. So as you're doing this, you have to understand, just be ready for that vine. Be ready for that creek to be there, right? That's what happens. So right now, if you've taken care of the 4 or 5 things, your credit's in line, your family's doing good, you've got your educational basis going, you've got a couple of streams of revenue, all of a sudden when everything just disappears around you and these kind of things happen, you're either going to do one or 2 things. You're going to be able to invest in what's going on to benefit from it, or when everything else is going on, you're going to be strong in your foundation that you're not going to crumble from it. So you have to be prepared for those things. And that's across the board. It's not going to change to the point where you're going to wake up tomorrow and everybody's just going, oh my gosh, dire straits, unless you make that happen for yourself. That's literally what it is. When you stop paying attention to life, life will stop paying attention to you. That's just it.
Damn. Like we were on the same page this morning. Who's to say, who's to know? When you stop paying attention to life, life will stop paying attention to you. Man, I love everything you were saying there, dude. Right now, we said it last night. This might be the best 4 years that any of us get to live through. We have such an opportunity to capitalize in so many areas and avenues and aspects. And if you're thinking, well, how, where, Cap? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Get involved with us in the gateway. Start figuring out what the hell's happening, where people are getting involved, where they're investing, how they're starting to improve their lives. It's out there, but you got to be willing to search for it. You got to be willing to find it. And these things, those aren't free 99. We can't just show up every day and give you those things for free 99. And those are the stuff that's got to kind of be behind the wall. And we're not gatekeeping it by any means. We're giving it to people who buy in, who pay their dues, who become part of the network 150%. But right now, you got to be willing to capitalize, because I firmly believe there's going to be some shifts. There's going to be a lot of movements. Everything feels way too good right now. Like everything's green, everything's beautiful. I'm not saying it's going to be an utter collapse, but who knows what might happen. So just always be prepared. Always be looking for that next thing. Always be looking to solidify yourself like silver. Who's to say, who's to know? I mean, we're just out here trying to help you grow each and every single day. And man, that whole problems don't get voted away. You earn them away. It's not like you voted on Tuesday, you woke up on Wednesday morning, and all your problems were away. It's like that same thing that Mama Capp used to say all the time. You know, you take that pill, all the problems go away. You take your little benzo, and then you wake up after that, and oh, shit, your problems are back, so now you got to take another one, right? I feel like that's why a lot of these liberals, a lot of people were losing their fucking minds, because they tied up all of their energy and everything into this politician instead of themselves. And this is a serious mental health crisis going on right now. It is a mental illness, and it is a specified thing where you react to something that hasn't happened and most likely will never happen. But just because people have told you, you have that cooked in your mind. So that's all you think about, and that's all you generate. And that's the rhetoric you speak and live. And oh my gosh, that's all your thoughts. So your whole life is like that. So then that's why you see all these people freaking the fuck out all over the timeline. It's not because they're less than human beings. It's not because they're pieces of shit. It's not because they're blue-haired bimbos. It's because they've never found themselves. It's because they've always depended on somebody else to save them. And that is why we are in some of the hardest times we've ever been as a nation, because so many soft men and soft people have created the society where we're at right now. Fucking pillow rooms and your cry rooms and support shit. I didn't even have that shit in college, for crying out loud. You go into a damn room because you got too much anxiety and stress going on during a test. Like, cry? Are you fucking joking?
That used to be a bad thing if they put you in a padded room.
No fucking shit. Now it's everybody's acting like it's a good thing. You're doing, dumbass. You're psychotic, you fucking moron. Maybe you fucking control your brain. That's literally all it comes down to. And we're literally watching it right now. We are watching the crisis unfold. What we are talking about this morning, nobody is coming to save you. And people are realizing that. And they put all their faith and their belief and trust in a fucked Democratic Party that is the furthest thing away from what the Democratic Party originally was in the first place. Why so many people voted blue for so many years and they finally switched sides. It's because they can't determine shit for themselves. Start doing it for you. Start saving shit for you. Start saving yourself for you. Ain't none of these politicians or anything in this world, not Tucker, not Alex Jones, not Joe Rogan. None of these motherfuckers are coming to save you. So you got to save yourself. I don't mean to call you motherfuckers. A lot of respect for all those names you said. Pardon me.
Not Bernie Sanders either. Bernie Sanders said something the other day too. And it's kind of funny because this is absolutely correct. If you look at his perspective, they've literally abandoned their body. The body of the Democratic Party is not what it used to. They had here's what was good for us, right? But wait, let's talk about that real quick. What happens when you abandon your body? When you stop paying attention to your health, you stop paying attention to your fitness, you stop paying attention to your fiscal responsibility to yourself. It's the same damn thing is what he's talking about. So if you don't get up every day and save $1 instead of spend $1, if you don't get up every day and try to push a weight and start being a weight for somebody, guess what? That's a big deal. I'd rather push a weight than be a weight. The next thing you got to do is realize that every single day I have the opportunity to kill. I have the opportunity to go out there and eat what I kill, right? I am soaring every day like the bald eagles. They are out there looking for their prey. They don't get up every day wondering what's going to come take them. Hell no, they get up trying to figure out, who can I go and take over? What fish am I going to eat today? Right? The fish are scared shitless of the eagle. It's not the other way around. We got to be out there looking for us. Be your own hero. I have said it so many times. If you're not going to be your own hero, who's going to be it? If you're not your biggest fan, then who's going to be it? You're going to rely on your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your kid to be. Man, let me tell you, they might think of you as a hero, but if you aren't doing hero things and main character shit on a daily basis, what kind of hero are they basing their thoughts on? I mean, what are we doing right now? That's why I'm saying, hey, I'm ready to be hungry again. I'm not afraid. My life is changing. All kinds of crazy things are happening in my life. I'm good for it. You know what? It's God saying, guess what? Now is your time to shine. And you know what? It couldn't be happening at a better time, because here's the thing. I'm just like those other people that put that 1.6 trillion into the stock market. I'm putting everything I got into my stock market, into everything that I am. And you know what? I'm going to liquidate everything and become 100% liquid, start moving forward in the way that I got to move forward. And in the next 6 months to a year, I guarantee I'm going to be in a million times better place than I am right now. And in 4 years from that, it'll be 4 times that amount, if not better, because it's going to compound on that. So there's only one thing I can do. Be my own hero. It starts today. It started last night. The things I did yesterday are going to compound on today. That's why I did my workout yesterday when the I don't want us come. That's why last night I went to bed early, because all week I've been up all night, every night. I've had something going every single night. Had functions on Monday, hung out on Tuesday for the reason everybody thought about, right? Wednesday night was no different. Thursday night, here we are. We had the networking. So I'm just telling you, hey, I've got to tell myself I got to chill out. So guess what? I went right to bed. Boom, done, out, right? Because I wanted to wake up feeling like $1 million. And I know today I got to give 1,000%, because guess what happens at the end of the today? I've got more to do. I'm going to be up late tonight, bringing so much energy, because you know what? I think the world deserves it, and I think it's time to celebrate. And it's a Friday, and I'm going to get fired up. If you go start right now and become your own hero today, when are you going to do it?
Damn straight, man. And I love that metaphor you just said. Everything I got going into my stock market, right? Maybe you should invest in a little BIC, little Mount Bicepius one time. Maybe you should invest in a little $MEN, little mentality, one time maybe you should invest in a little, a little INV, maybe some investments, who's to know? Maybe you should really start investing in yourself and taking care of your personal stock market. What stocks are you investing in? Are you investing in CAN, like can of soda, or candy, or can of bullshit, whatever? Ooh, where's your investments? Are you investing wisely, or are you investing like an idiot chasing meme coins and hoping they pump to the moon?
If they would have showed up to the networking meeting last night, they would have gotten a few different tips on where they could put their money and not lose it. I'm just telling you what I know. So,
who's to say, who's to know? It's not like I got some notes right there from it, but you guys I gotta be there. Holy shit! You know what else I love? When I look over here in the chat, and there are just people who didn't know each other from fucking Adam. Not even a few weeks ago, a few months ago, and now they're just all hyped up with each other, and they're all best friends, all excited.
Hey, you want to have this bagel? They're like, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, oh shit, yeah. Hey, bro, wait, you got some cream cheese over there? Ooh, shit, yeah. Let me get a little bit of that.
That's what they're doing right now. I can totally see it.
It's pretty fucking cool. I kind of like it. It's really fucking cool. And then, for crying out loud, you take it a step further, and we got everybody in the gateway who has just continued to build and strengthen their relationships and get better mentally, physically, financially. This ain't a plug at all. This is just straight fucking facts. This is some cool ass shit. And I love being able to do this every single day. So shout out to all you beautiful human beings over there live in prime time in the chat. 45 minutes after the top of the hour. Who's coming to save you?
Nobody.
You better believe it, and you better go tell somebody. Shout out Glue Strip Off out there in NOLA enjoying vacation. But there you are, my friends. A little update for you, a little opening topic, little fire under the keister, kick in the pants, little oomph. Nobody's coming to save you. And we got you some fresh bars, some Capp quotes, some swirl sauce. I mean, right there. You ain't hearing that shit nowhere else. I got me some good notes already down. Hope you got those notes down, but maybe you're just joining us here on the show. Maybe you got a little bit of a frown. Maybe you need a little bit of a smile. Maybe you need a little bit of more perspective to get you turned around in the right direction, child. Well, if that's the case, we got plenty of show left. Hang on, strap in, lock in, and let's get into that second segment of the day. It's time to give you a little bit more of our insights and perspective, baby, as we dive into the Reaction Refinery. Alrighty then, my friends, let's get right on into it. As per usual, we got 4 clips for you here this morning. We're going to watch a little clip from a movie, a famous movie, as a matter of fact, that probably everybody has seen. We're going to say hello to a pastor who we haven't heard from before, but is an electric individual. We're going to hear from a rapper who has passed on to the next life, but I believe is an absolutely high-level individual that a lot of people passed off while he was here. And then we're going to say hello to my favorite motivational speaker of all time. So, my friends, without further ado, let's dive into the first clip of the day, where we see a young man and his father that at the time were some of the most beloved humming beans in the entire world. Now, maybe not so much of the case. Don't judge them now. Judge them as you see the clip. Don't think about what we know about them now. Think about what we know with them in this clip. My friends, we say hello to these legends in the movie, The Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah, that's right. And we're going to get reminded why you should protect your dream.
Hey. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
All right.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period. Let's go.
Phew. And that
I didn't
comes
know what
right.
movie that was.
You've never seen oh, you stopped. You stopped. Pursuit of
Pretty
Happiness, bro. Pursuit of Happiness.
powerful, though. I'll say that.
One of Will Smith's best movies he ever made. It basically it's him and his son. That's his son Jaden, right? And right before that scene, they're on a basketball court, right? And they're in New York City, and you know sometimes like they have the basketball courts on the top of the high-rise apartments because there's not much fucking room. So they're up there shooting, right? And Will Smith grabs the ball from him, and he's like, "Hey, man, you know, I wasn't very good. I was below average at best. And look, I don't want you wasting your time out here. You're going to be good at a lot of things." And he shoots the ball and it's way over the backboard. He looks terrible. But you ain't going to be good at this. I don't want you shooting this basketball all morning, all night. Don't do this. This is a waste of time. He grabs the ball and he bounces it back to him. He says, okay. Okay. And Jaden sits there for a minute and then he chucks the ball to the side. And then it goes into that scene. And basically Will realizing that, holy shit, I just told my son to kick his dream to the curb. And all I've been doing throughout this entire movie is chasing my dream, is spending every dollar I have, is ending my marriage, is sitting in a airport bathroom drawing my own blood to have enough money for tomorrow to be able to feed my son, not even feed myself. And then I just had the audacity to tell him to forget his dreams. I can't do that. Oh, wait a minute. I can't do that. Protect your dreams. And he said, not even me. Not even me. Do not let your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, your best friend, your old friend, your new friend, your should have been friend, your cousin, do not let anyone stop you and take you away from that dream. Protect, hold it, shield it from no loss. You saw the protect on the screen, and period. Nothing else needs to be said. Period. Protect your dream. What do you think, Swirl One?
Bro, it's even more powerful that you told me what happened. I'm so glad you told me what happened. Wow. I'd be pissed if I was that. Well, I take that back. Let me take it back. I've never really, I've said it before, nobody's ever supported my dreams. I've been the only one that's had the dream. I literally, like I said, I asked for turntables since I was probably 12 years old. My mom will deny it to this dying day, but I swear to you I did. And she just, I don't know what happened. But anyway, bottom line, not that I didn't have what I needed and all that. So shout out to mom, not that she watches this either. But if she ever gets around to it, I love you. So just so you know. So going back to that, nobody supports what I do when I come to that. So I've gotten over needing somebody else to tell me about how my dream is or if I can do that or this, because I've always said, you know what, I can create it myself. I see people around me who have done things that nobody would have ever seen possible. And their vision, just like Russ said, was one that they could only see. Nobody else had a chance to see. It was right here. So if you have that vision, literally don't even let yourself talk yourself out of it. That's where the biggest thing comes from. Most people will, and I know because I've talked myself out of certain dreams and I've slowed down dreams because I thought I wasn't good enough, or just like Will Smith said right there. Yeah, you know what? That happens for other people. It just doesn't happen for me. Well, you know what? I'm here to tell you it does happen for you. It's happened for me. It's something I've been able to do. Being my own hero has been a mantra of mine forever. You can even go back and go look on my Instagram, scroll down probably 300, 400 posts. Go look on there. There is a post that literally says, be your own hero. And it is big as day. And you go look and see when that was posted. You don't think that I don't believe this way? I have had no shot in this life. If you looked at my life from an outside lens and you look down, you would never have thought that I would ever be anything. I mean, you'd have looked, man, this guy is such a screw up. But somehow I keep getting out of that damn hole. Somehow I keep climbing back up. Somehow I still have a smile. And they're like, dude, you are so dirty. I'm like, yeah, it's great, isn't it? They don't get it. I'm so happy to be here. So happy to be here. And if I'm going to be here, I'm going to treat this body, this life. That's why I say life is grand, because life is important. It's grandiose. That's what I talked about yesterday. I need to be out there being hero. I need to do main character shit on a daily basis. I'm not a boring person. I am not fucking lazy. I will be dynamic today. And that's how I feel. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks or what they say or how they opine of me. That doesn't matter. That's none of my fucking business. I'm going to continue to be that. The optimism I have for my life is on 50. I hope you have the same.
All of that and more. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out Swirl One. Hell of a perspective there, even though you had never seen that show before. Woo! Come on, The Pursuit of Happiness. You might have to turn on The Pursuit of Happiness, man. That's a banger flick. That's a banger.
Then I start looking at the currency of time. How much time is that going to take out of my 86,000 minutes? You know,
it is a long fucking.
I'm just saying. And then what could I be doing that?
Hey, whoa. Sunday night GAC movie, Jagaloon.
Whoa, wait, is it
what?
It's totally inspiring. No hidden,
it's
no
it's
propaganda.
Not like no.
Because we don't play those kind of movies in GAC.
No, it was before Will. That's why I said. That's
maybe
why I said.
I'll put it on the list.
That's why I said at the beginning.
I'll watch it with the GAC fam, because to me that's a great use of time. That's the only. If I'm with the GAC fam and we're all vibing together, I am all in on whatever. I will watch a movie with them anytime. I am down. Yeah. I'll watch the fights with them. Are you kidding me? I love hanging out with the GAC fam.
It's a banger, dude. I'm telling you. And it's before. That's why I mentioned it. Like when I was teeing up the clip, like it was well before Will, as we know, Will and Jaden and what Jaden is now. So yeah, that's why I said it's a totally different ballpark from where they are now. So yeah, Definitely one of his best movies, I would say. Pursuit of Happiness. Who's to know? Who's to say? Bye bye. Hit you backwards one time. But we get into the second clip of the day. And this one, oof. I gotta warn you. This one gets a little hot and heavy. This one gets a little tight around the collar. Okie dokie artichokes, so you have been warned. We say hello this morning to Pastor Cliff Nettle, who is a man with a plan to help those who do not believe begin to believe. And he goes on some of the deepest, darkest debates I've ever seen on some of the most godless campuses and communities you have ever seen in your life. And he gets Jesus to be implanted in those areas. And this morning, old Cliff's telling us what life would be like without God.
Just think about the results of living a life without God. It's meaningless. That's why Albert Camus, the great French atheistic existentialist philosopher, said the only question modern man must answer is why not commit suicide? I mean, if your birth is an accident and your death is an accident, then the only thing that lies between these two accidents is another accident, your life. So why continue to suck wind? Why not just end it all? And his point was, if you don't think about that, you're being intellectually dishonest. And the good news of Jesus Christ is, no, your birth is not an accident, and your death is not an accident, and there's eternal life out there. So you better handle life very wisely and very carefully, and you better use the talents that God has blessed you with to make this world more like heaven will be.
Ooh. Yeah, dude. Let's go. Come on. I love that. You gotta use your talents to make this world like heaven will be. Buddy, if you aren't shining bright as a sun every day and you're not bringing that energy to every interaction, that is what he's talking about. I can't even say that. This is what we've been saying. You are an angel. You literally are. You have no idea how much power you have. You have no idea where you come from and the power that you have. And you can unleash it to the world every single day. And you know what? People choose to just not shine, or they feel awkward when they do so because they're out of practice, or they're out of sync, or they're not grounded, or they don't believe in anything. You have to believe that you were here for a reason. You have been put on this earth because your talent, your thing, that one unique item that you're so good at, we need it. I'm telling you, we need the breadheads of the world. We need the Jared Albrights. We need the Kim Joneses, the Miss Metals, and the IPs. We need them. Everybody has their thing, and we make this great collage that just looks like heaven if we all shine bright. So I love that. That was an exciting video.
Yeah. I thought that would be a pretty good one today, man. That one got me kind of choked up last night when I first saw it. I was like, ooh, shit, that's fire. Because what is the point of life, right? There is no point. We might as well just all start offing ourselves, you know? Let's just
I'm telling you, bro.
Goodbye. See you later. Let's just neck each other right now. See, all over. There's no fucking point. Think about it. You won the 400 trillion to 1 lottery. 400 trillion to 1 chance. If somebody gave you that on the fucking Bears this weekend, you'd probably take it. But you don't recognize that value? You don't recognize that value? You won that? You were the little swimmer, the glimmer in your daddy's eye that fucking made it out of the sack. And you are going to say that you aren't blessed? You don't have a purpose? You don't have a reason? Yeah, and maybe it's not to be on camera. Maybe it's not to create a massive business, but it is to be the change in your own world. And maybe you can't change the entire world, but you can sure change the world around you. And that just starts by being grateful, smiling, helping people out, holding the door. And it doesn't have to be corny and so far away. Be you, because you are made in the image of God. It says it in the book. We are made in his image. So know that you are literally here for a reason. You have on your gravestone, every single one of us, we will have a to and a from, and there is a little dash in the middle. And the only thing that's going to matter is how quality that dash is. Nobody's going to remember when you were born. Nobody's going to give a damn when you left. Life's going to keep going on after you. But will they remember your dash? And that is why I show up every day, to make that dash strong, to make an impact on this life, and to show others that we can create a little bit of heaven in what has turned into a living hell. Right now, we need strong men. We need people yesterday. Say what you need to say. That is what all tie this all fucking together. I am done watching formerly strong men or people I perceived as strong men being on a timeline, losing their fucking minds over something their wives or their girlfriends said because they just have to get pussy. Stop being a bitch. Realize what's going on. Stand 10 toes down. We need strong men. There are no rights that have been taken away. There is no bullshit that is coming your way. There is no nonsense that is about to happen. Stop creating shit and start creating good shit. Wow. Think about that. Are you creating bullshit and just throwing shit out there, just shitting on people's plates all day? Or are you giving them quality food to eat? Hell of a thought there. What are you bringing to this life? I'll be a son of a bitch. Shitting on people's plates. Is that what you're doing? You just shitting on people's plates all day long? Woo-hoo-hoo. That's a hell of a visual right there. Hey.
Air an opportunity, baby. Get out there and suck it up.
I'm sorry, that one got me fired the fuck up.
No, I did too. That stuff, everything he said and more. I'm with it. And the video.
That was good.
They don't get it. They don't get it. They just. I wish more people would get. I wish people would get this. This is the biggest thing for me right here. You have it in you. It's. Oh my god.
Ain't no other podcast telling you this.
You know, what you said about dudes and chicks right there is my thing right now. Buddy,
fuck it, go, fuck
don't threaten me with the 4B movement. Let me tell you something. Please go back to that.
No.
Hey, most of you don't have to worry about it. Let me just say that for some odd reason.
Wait a minute. You're telling me for all these hoes to have self-respect and stop slanging poo nanny all around town every single fucking weekend, all they had to have do was have a woman lose the presidency? They just had to have a woman up on the highest level of office and have her ass lose for them to finally have some self-respect for themselves? They just had to have somebody smash through the floor to finally say, ooh, I'm going to close my legs. Hey, whatever fucking does it for you, ladies. Whatever time for you, ladies. About fucking time. Good for you. You know what? Only been 97 fucking bodies deep till you decided to do this. Good job, sweetheart. Fucking give me 4B. Shove your 4Bs up your ass.
Well, they're going to be doing that because they ain't doing
all they're going to be fucking doing. Sex stores are going to be on. Hey, we should open up an AI sex store. We'll run it with AI and they can just come in and buy everything. Oh, we're going to be. Hey, don't you fucking steal my IDs. You
don't steal my idea.
Don't you steal my fucking AI sex store. Hey, sex sells. I don't have to buy the sex, but sex sells. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. No wonder my family don't watch this show.
We get in. Oh yeah, we're starting to hit that vibe. We've tripped the triggers now, baby.
I'm sorry.
Third clip of the day. Equally as powerful, equally as strong, because this man is no longer with us. This man was wrongfully taken from this earth by a man that me and Swirl One no longer support. He goes by the name of Arbery. Yes, that's right. Arbery. Fuck you. We all know you killed the kid. However, this man is a very, very thought-provoking man. Man who, when he was on this earth, I kind of passed him off. Maybe it was because of his look. Maybe it was because of the way he presented. And the more I sit back and I listen to the things he was saying while he was here, boy, oh boy, do I realize this fucking kid had it figured out. So my friends, joining us this morning, the legendary hip-hop artist, XXXTentacion, here to tell us why we should be analytical.
Don't look at everything else as the problem. Look at yourself and see how you can change yourself to where nothing bothers you, to where you're unbothered about a lot of things, and to where life doesn't exactly affect you in that manner. It's changing your perception that kind of changes the world around you, because it's the small things that we don't appreciate. So in order to appreciate everything, you have to be very, very, very analytical. So in being analytical, you start to observe the world in a different manner. So even how you approach people, even how you move, even how you think. When you change the way you think, you change the way you perceive the world.
The kid had it figured out, man. He had it figured out. He had so much value. You can find clips like that all day long. But just talking about the ability to be analytical and change your perspective, change your life, get out of your own perception, see things in a different light, see the little things. Don't look at all the big things in the wild and all the shit, the destination. Look at this step, because you probably can't see much more than just this step. Just enjoy this step. Be happy right now. Be grateful. And that's super soldier, right? Be analytical. I say it funnily. Funnily? Is that a word? Funnily? I don't know. Fuck, it kind of rolled off the tongue. But I say it all the time. A super soldier is somebody who can walk into a room and know how many light switches there are before even turning on any lights. Know how many light sockets there are before even plugging anything in. Use that analytical mind in every little thing you do. Know what somebody's about to do before they do it. You can tell what people are about to do. You just got to be alive, be awake, have your perspective going, be analytical.
I love that whole perspective of what he said. Hey, when life doesn't affect you because you're super strong and you're a super soldier, you've already taken care of all those things. Hey, I go out every single day not worried about what's going to happen to me because I know where I'm going to go. So that's the end. If that's the worst thing that can happen to me today, I'm going to be fine. So everything above and beyond that, if I'm going to survive it, I need to be strong enough. So I lift every day. I feed this body every day. I need to have the energy to make it through the day. So I make sure that I talk good things to my body. I say great things. I treat this whole entire being like it's the only one I'm going to get, because it is. I have to do that every day. I literally get up every day knowing that whatever happens in life, I have the tools, and I've absolutely 100% presented myself with the right opportunities so that when those things are needed, I operate those tools to the best of their efficiency when things go wrong. I am always prepared. So that way, no matter what happens, when chaos happens around me, it's not planning for the chaos. It's being prepared for whatever might happen. I'm okay with that. Hey, okay, the economy is going bad. Okay, great. I got a stash over here. Hey, you know what? Hey, watch out for this, because everybody says there's this disease coming. Well, I'm glad I stay fit every single day and I get my workouts in, because I know my immune system is ready to take on anything there is. Hey, by the way, you might have to change your life and go someone's place. Oh, that's awesome. No problem. I've got the resources and know how to get there. These are the things that happen to people on a daily basis. And you know what? So many people out there are not thinking about, hey, how can I make sure I'm prepared for this stuff? So they get affected by all the things that come out of life, and it changes their whole thing. And next thing you know, they're making TikTok videos crying about something that happened in 3,000 miles away, and they have nothing they can do, no recourse, no way to come back. They put all their weight into that instead of lifting all the weight from that. That's the difference. And I think people have a hard time with that in this life. And I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm going to make sure every day I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm putting in the work. The 4 or 5 things.
Every single day, baby. We're tripping some fucking triggers right now, man. I will tell you that the chat is absolutely going bananas. Mama Cap's in there going crazy. Jared's in there going crazy. I mean, it is hot right now on Forge and Fuel. We are in the Forge and we are fueling up, kids. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Shout out to all you beautiful human beings tuned in live in prime time this morning. We appreciate you starting your day the right way here at Forge and Fuel, bang, bang. And we got one more clip coming your way. Ho, 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 ho. This is my favorite one of the day, because this is my favorite motivational speaker of all time. See, my friends, about 15 years ago, I found myself in the passenger seat of my mom's Daytona Charger. And she was driving me to Monsanto. Yes, that's right. I worked for them chemical pushing sons of bitches. And I was going to work.
Suit that I saw the picture of?
What's that?
Was that the yellow suit I saw the picture of?
The yellow suit.
Were you like a hard hat in a yellow suit?
Oh.
I saw a picture of you like a hard hat, and you were like,
oh, no. That was when I was millwrighting. I was on the inside of a doggone tank. It was like 5 degrees.
I just saw hazardous materials. I thought the same thing.
Yeah, no. So this one was total shit. This one, I was walking beans, detasseling kern. I was fucking.
This was a total shit job.
This job fucking sucked. And I was 13 and I didn't want to be fucking working. This was fucking dog shit. Actually, what I technically did is I put corn condoms on corn corn stalks so the corn wouldn't get cross-pollinated. I literally had to put this little thing, it looked like a condom, like on right when the fucking corn would start to sprout, and put it over it so it wouldn't cross-pollinate all the other fields. And that was my fucking summer when I was 13 years old, bro. Fucking terrible, but made me the man I am. Now, that's not the point, because on the way there, you know, subconsciously, and honestly, she didn't even know she was doing it for me. She was doing it for her. My stepfather gave her these tapes, and she would play them, and it was helping her mentality. So she'd play them while we're driving, and I'm listening, and all of a sudden, now I'm picking it up, and I'm saying, terrific! I'm like, well, damn, I like this guy a lot. Wow. And you might notice, as we hear from the legendary Ed Foreman, that I take after him a little bit. I try and present in a way that he did. I find so much joy and energy and passion just watching him speak. So I try to be like Ed. And I think if we all tried to be a little bit like Ed, this world would be a whole hell of a lot better. So this morning, Mr. Foreman here to tell us about someday.
When we get this place all fixed up and we get everything rolling good on the job and our children get here, we're going to have a good time. They're going to let the good times roll. And when that happens, what do they say? Someday. That's right. Someday, when those kids get out of school and get on their own, and we get this place paid off, then, baby, I mean, we're going to have a good time then. Going to really have a good time. And when that happens, what do they say?
Someday.
That's right. Someday, whenever we retire, we're going to get that motor home. We're going to travel across this great country. We're going to see all those places we've been wanting to see. We're going to have a good time then. And one sad day on the way to the grave, they say, my gosh, I forgot to be happy. I forgot to enjoy life while I was here. They go all the way through planning someday to laugh, love, live, and enjoy, and never doing it here now.
Planning someday to live, laugh, love, and enjoy, and never doing it right now, here and today. And trying to find her joy in all those other things, right? Oh, we'll get that motor home, and we'll do it someday. And what Steve Harvey say yesterday, you're never going to get your ducks in a row unless you get them in a row right now and you just do it. Maybe you just find one duck and let that fucker start quacking and see what happens along the way. Oh, there's another duck. Okay, let's bring him in here. Oh, shit, there's another one. Okay. You just got to get down that path. You got to start getting after it. Don't live in the someday, because you're going to wake up one day on your deathbed and you're going to be surrounded by the ghost of what you could have been. And that is not something that I can handle. I do not want to live that life. I do not want to end up there one day. No, sirree, Bob.
I don't either. I love what he said about that, though, because we've talked about this a ton. Man, people will just wait and try and hold off on their dreams because, hey, I'll have time. I'll have time. I don't know if you'll have time. And if you do have time, are you going to be able to enjoy it with the people that may not have time around you? Because remember that not everybody around you has that same amount of time either. Hey, someday? No, only today. We've talked about that. Only today. That's it. That's all you have. If you want something, you got to start it today. I saw something yesterday and I was watching it. It was a guy that I respect, and he started showing really where he came from, and he did it in a matter of like 15 pictures. And in those pictures, literally, it showed from 2010 to now. And you know what? That someday was every day for him until that someday arrived. So what are you going to do to make that happen? Because I'm going to tell you right now, every day I get up because I got today to be able to do something. So I'm going to make it happen. And if I get the opportunity to get up tomorrow and do something else, I'm going to make it happen, because that someday is going to be today. As soon as I know it, it's going to be today. It always will be. You think, one day it's going to, the only self-fulfilling prophecy there is out there is, you're right. One day you're going to die. It's going to happen. It's going to come true. It will happen. So until then, make sure your someday is every day, and that you're doing work every single hour, every minute. That's why I was crying about the movie. I don't want to do that because today could be the day. I need to do it, right? But if I've got my ducks in a row, like he said, and I've got the 4 or 5 things handled, I can make room for other things, and I can make room for things that are fun, and I can go on those trips. And hey, I went to Japan this year. You know what? Instead of saying someday, I may not ever have the opportunity to go again, but I went. Guess what? I'm going to do something cool this next year too. More than one thing cool. So I'm just telling you, live every day like you're a main character, because hey, you only get one life on this. There is no insert coin and play again.
That's a fact, Jack. I'll probably bring another video of Ed on Monday too.
He's cool.
He talks about, just how people speak things into existence. And I don't want to ruin the clip, but just how every single day somebody shows up at the hospital, shows up at the doctor's office saying, I just knew I was going to come down with that whole pulmonary heart disease like my daddy. I just knew one day I was going to come down and have that cancer like
Why
my
would
mama.
you ever say that?
And he literally, it's our quit
Why
saying
would you
stupid shit.
ever say that?
It's
Like,
literally
you
our
know,
quit
I've been-
saying stupid shit. And so
Let
I'm
me
going to
send
bring
me-
that on
yes,
Monday.
let me tell you something. I got my little plant. He's like right here above me.
Shout out,
I go-
buddy.
Yeah, shout out, buddy. Yes. Dude, every time I come back to the house, I treat him like Capp probably treats Matilda. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? You look amazing. You look so good, man. You're growing so big. I'm just, bah, bah, bah. And Buddy, I know Buddy thinks he's the best damn plant there is in this house. Well, he's the only plant there is in this house. But I'll tell you this, Buddy thinks he's the best damn plant there is in this whole existence because I've been telling him that. So maybe you ought to do the same for your life, right? Make that happen because that's how I treat myself every day. Stop saying stupid shit.
Stop saying stupid shit. I think we'll have a nice little clip and a combo for sure on Monday's Reaction Refinery. But that does it for Friday's Reaction Refinery. Shout out to the Pursuit of Happiness, Pastor Cliff Nettle, XXX Tentacion, and the one and only Ed Foreman for some great thoughts and perspectives. Hope you enjoyed our perspectives on that. I think you did because the chat was absolutely going crazy. And I saw so many good quotes and little things. Oh, I can't wait for this third segment. We're going to be pulling up some good shit. So, my friends, I already said it, but I'll say it again. No more hesitation, no more delay. It's time to get into your final segment of the day and then go start this weekend, baby. Strap in, lock in, tap in. It's time for Answers from the Anvil. Man, I got to play that full jam sometime on the show. At least just a little bit of part of it so the people can know. I mean, that right there. Shout out to Sebastian Luck for always getting us between our segments. Shout out to you, good sir. I know he tunes into the show. And his brother Nico. Shout out to the both of you dope-ass dudes. But my friends, here is the time of the show when we dive into the live chat over yonder and answer all those questions, see what perspectives been stirred up, see what other quotes are out there, see what the people got to say. So if you got something burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul, and maybe you wanted a little additional perspective on something, well, let us know. Drop it in the live chat right now. We'll pop it up on the screen below us, and we'll give you some thoughts. DEEZY, Mr. Producer, ready to rock and roll. What do we got, my guy? Mr. Metal Crazy, great morning, everyone. It's a beautiful Friday. Let's go crush the day, fam. Remember, any failure is another opportunity to flourish and grow. You damn straight, baby. Much love, everyone. Much love right back to you, Mr. Metal. Appreciate you being live in prime time this morning. Jared Albright, our man. What's up, brother? GM, everyone. Thank Grandpa it's Friday. You better believe it. I mean, I'm gacked out, dog. I'm gacked out, dog. Like, you want to talk about I'm gacked the fuck out because you don't even know, son. What you talking about? Gack like that. I'm gacked out.
I'm really trying to wear a different shirt every single show so I know where I was. I haven't repeated a shirt since I've been on here. I don't know if you know.
I tried, but this is my Friday shirt, bro. I got a rep for the gack on Friday. This is my Friday shirt, man. Life's better.
I might adopt that. I wear gack all the time.
On the greens, and I gotta let the people know life's better on the greens, bro. Who's to say? Who's to know? Shout out Jared Albright. Let's go, Mr. Damascus. There he is, live in the building. GM. Great morning to you, sir. Hope you're having a fantastic day down in there in the state of Missouri. Who's to say? Who's to know? Bella Rossi. Great morning to the beautiful Wable Snow. It's a fantastic morning, everyone. You better believe it. Great morning right back your way, young lady. Appreciate you being here. Mama Capp. Oh, she was having some technical difficulties last night. Oh, I almost forgot to show up. Had trouble connecting in the network meeting last night in the gateway. I was listening back to the recording. I am so grateful for you guys. A lot of great info. Yes, ma'am. We had some great stuff. And the recording is posted for all of you that weren't able to make it last night. It is posted in the DHMG virtual and in-person events channel. So check that out. Mr. Metal says, last night's meeting was awesome. Damn straight it was. We talked about some really good shit. Who's to say? Who's to know? Grammy P was there all night long and closed us out with the DHMG prayer, as she always does. Here this morning. Great Friday morning, family. Have a blessed day and weekend. That was supposed to be and weekend. Shout out GP. She was pushing her screen too hard.
How you doing?
How you doing? Shout out DJ Moons. Man was ripping a 5-foot bong last night. Holy smoke. Shout out to you. Mrs. Metal Crazy. Great morning, fam. Happy Friday. Just a friendly reminder to disconnect off your electronics and go outside and touch some grass and ground yourself. Ooh, thanks for the reminder, Mrs. Metal. We appreciate that. Great morning right back to you. Doc Dickie D, back-to-back appearances in the live chat. What's up, Mr. Doofus? Happy Friday. DHM fam, happy Friday right back to you, sir. Hope you're crushing it up there in PA, New Jersey, whatever, the tri-state area. You guys are always all around there. Hey, you and the Live Dog. Great morning. Oh, hey, T's and P's to Live Dog. He's been going through some shit here last few days. Big T's and P's. Big love to the entire Livingston family. They need our prayers right now. So send them Live Dog's way, everybody. Chris Aswomada. Great morning, F&F crew. Have a spectacular Friday, everyone. LF GAC. You better believe it. Shout out to you, Mr. Aswomada. We appreciate you. JK Big Time. Crush the day, everyone. Crush the day yourself, young man. We appreciate you. Angel SD, shout out Mr. Petueno, tuned in live in prime time early over there on the West Coast. Great morning right back to you, good sir. Who else we got out there? DEEZYY. I saw some, God's giving you plenty of dots. Maybe it's, followed it up. It's up to you to connect them. It's up to you to draw the lines, boys and girls. JK Big Time Bombs live in the chat. I saw some other stuff out there. The Golden Age is
Golden Age. It is. It's going to be pretty cool.
So, hey,
it's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge. 250th birthday, year-long party.
I can't wait. I'm going to party. You know how much DJing I'm going to do that year?
Oh, it's going to be so electric. It is going to be electric. We are going to burn these places down. Well, hopefully not burn them down. Hopefully they'll still be standing, but it's going to be electric. Mama Cap says, don't tie your mental into other power. Take care of you. Start with improving yourself physically, mentally, financially, and spiritually. The DHMG way. Get the inside right, and the outside will follow along. Whew. Shout out, Mama Bear. Reppin' the 914. Shout out, Reppin'. We appreciate you, brother. GM. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Appreciate you tuning in, baby. Mama Cap, rather push a weight than be a weight. Yeah, I wrote that down. That's going to be a clip out there some point in time. This is the vibes we need in life. You damn right.
Oh, Reppin', that's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah, man. We just out here getting it every damn day. Shout out, Malka. What's up, brother? Sup to you. Hope you're having a great end of your day over there in the land down under. RFHC, great morning to Radio Free Hub City. All of our friends over there at that amazing company and platform. Great morning, all. Great morning right back to you. In progress, prepared to fry his Friday. It tells you to fry your Friday right back. Shout out, IP. Appreciate you being live in the chat, my man. Great morning to you, brother. Who we got out there, D's? We got any other perspectives? Any other?
Chris Oswomada, one day or day one was like,
yeah, that was hard. That was hard right there. I done seen that. Mama taught me when I was young to remain a gleam in my father's eye and never lose that sunshine that I was born with, because the world needs more sunshines. You damn right. Too many dark clouds, thunderbolts, and lightning strikes going on out there. Also, you might say, Cap, you had not talked like that with your mother around. Well, she enjoyed my slang and poo nanny one time for the one time. So she's here, rocking and rolling. Who's to say, who's to know? And she's down with the AI sex store. So
it was funny.
Hey, we need some women perspective. So who's to say,
who's
to know?
Funny. I ain't gonna lie.
She also had a great perspective on the hallway too.
Shout out to the hallway hangers. I'm with you right now, man.
Facts.
There you go.
It was a follow-up on Jared. Jared said, because of all of you, I took the flashlight that you handed me and I turned it on. The hallway is so much more beautiful with the light. And then Mama Cap followed up, hallway hanging is not as bad as you think. It's the pause before the next takeoff. Whew. That's true. Are you rushing through the pause? Are you rushing through the checks, the refuel, the tightening of the bolts, the making sure your helmet is on tight so when you get into orbit, you don't have all the oxygen sucked out of your body and die? I don't know. Who's to say, who's to know? Maybe you got to work on that checklist before you get to that rocket ship, my friends. Maybe that's what the hallway is. Maybe you're leaving the prep room, going through the hallway to go get on the rocket ship, but you got to find the door into the rocket. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to do some spinning on that. Jared Albright, put this show, the DHMG, the GAX. I found my focus. I found my passion again. I'm taking the tools and using them. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you. Jared is out there using the tools. Be like Jared. Be a Jared. Who's to say, who's to know? Bella Rossi, make every day as your last day. Enjoy your life. Yes, ma'am. Every moment, every second. One day or day one. Chris Oswald-Mata. Fact. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out to all you beautiful humming beings tapped in, tuned in live to the show. Appreciate you helping us continue to flow here on the third segment of the day, bringing your perspectives. Hey, if you got a question, you got something burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul, we love to give you that perspective. Chances are we've probably been through something similar that you're going through right now. So, hey, if you got something burning, you got something you want to say, just let us know. Or you can also send an email to the show to askfnf@thedhmgroup.io, askfnf@thedhmgroup.io, right down there in the ticker, and we'll bring those emails to the show as well. Just wanted to remind you, one time for the one time. But my friends, there's your 3 segments of the day. A little sharpening session on who's coming to save you. Nobody, baby. Little reaction Refinery, some Pursuit of Happiness, Cliff Nettle, XXX Tentacion, and some Ed Foreman. Little answers from the Anvil, some high-quality perspective from some high-quality humming beings over there in the live chat. So, my friends, it appears that's the show. And if you don't know, you won't know. But we got to work on wrapping this thing up the only way we know how. So we begin by asking DJ Swirl One, any final thoughts, reminders, perspectives, closing comments, or anything in between for episode 608? 607.
TGIF. It's Friday. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. Hey, it's not just the weekend. It's time for you to just get busy on whatever it is you got to do this weekend for yourself. Hey, work your ass off. Get something going. I'm telling you, be some main character shit happening today. There's something out there you can do. Something you can make happen. Something that's been festering on your heart. Maybe it's been weighing on you. Stop being that weight. Start lifting that weight and getting something going. But tonight, I'm going to tell you, I'm ready. I'm fired up. I've already, just so you know, I was working on a little something while I was out there, in the hotel. So I can make sure that I had some good stuff going on tonight. TGIF GAC Spaces coming to you. Then followed by the GACC DJ Partay. You can follow along if you want to check it on Twitch. Maybe you want to go to Discord and pull it up there. But my friends, it's going to be a banger of a night. So get ready for that. Hope you have an amazing 2 days away from this. However, if you do miss our smiling faces or maybe something that you might have heard, you can go back and listen to this again. It's all cataloged for you there on your favorite, whatever platform you decide to choose. Other than that, I'm out. Can't wait to see you guys on Monday. Maybe I'll see you tonight at the DJ party. But until then, my friends, hey, have a great day.
Hey. Sipping serum with your grandma, hit it on the green, she feel it in the spleen, now we know she on the team. Party at that country club, it's all me. Too old to hit the haters, fall asleep on elevators. Now there's money in the mattress, money in the kitchen. Dinner serum spicy, but you know I gotta have it. You take, got it working like magic, ballin' like Jordan, okay, the ball. Hey, for the time, I got it free. See women at the club, she get plenty. She be talking to the thugs, trying to get me. GACC, baby, I'm resting. I be on the time, grandma, ain't your time. I know you wanna cry now. We be at the club for a time now. We get wild when we talk shit. Grandpa, hey, bitch, don't stop it. Oh, hey! Bitch, you verified now. You know we up next. We get wild when we talk shit. Grandpa, bitch, no stopping. Oh, hey! Check OS, don't sweat.
We know we up next day.
Where did all my teeth go? Smell your grandma, they get straight through the peephole.
No more caught up with this little old freak hoe. She gon' make me big. Now I need to get stacks for the trap before we go. With the money in the we get cheese, smoking weed on the green. That's how we roll. With your grandma, get it on the green. She feel it in the spring, now we know she on the team. Party at the country club, so we all doing it. Money in the cabinets, then I serve spicy, but you know I gotta have it. Let me mutate, got it working like magic. Ballin' like Jordan, still gaining my traction. Hey.
It's that CSEC! Grandpa ain't Country Club! Beep!
Country Club.
That ain't a way to finish a show.
That didn't
Bang,
fire
bang.
you up, man. You don't know, you better recognize and figure it out.
You better tell somebody. Shout out DJ Swirl One. We appreciate the hell out of you. Thanks for all your vibes, your great perspectives, high-level insights all morning long. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday, because you, sir, deserve it. As for the rest of you humming beings, we might have a mascot appearance. Hold on. I might be able to get her. Everybody be cool. Hold on. What are you doing? Come here. I got you. She is not happy, but it's okay.
They're fighting.
Come on. Just grabbing her with all these wires. Say hello. Don't act like you're abused. Say hello. Why are you pushing away from me? You never like to say hello. Why do you always act like you're abused once we get on the show? You gonna make people call damn animal control on me. That's some bullshit. Don't act like you're abused. Don't look back at me like that. Don't you look back at me. If they could see your face right now. Oh, that little son of a bitch. Oh, that little son of a bitch. Who's to say, who's to know? There's Matilda one time for the one time. But my friends, for all of you. Little reminder, once again, TGIF GAC Spaces tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. specifically. Promptly followed about an hour and a half after that at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. specifically, DJ Swirl One's dance party. If you haven't got in the gateway yet, join up. You can follow up on last night's networking meeting, see why the hell you might want to start attending those more in the future. Check out everything going on in the gateway and see what type of value you could bring to the fam. Not what type of value we can bring to you. We want to know about your value. Come start your journey today. Get your 7-day free trial on, babe. Bye. Also, if you don't know about Decoding the Divide, wanted to mention that again. That is now our weekly live stream on Wednesdays. We dive a little bit more down the rabbit holes and the red pills and all the truth-seeking good stuff. And we got a little bit more truthful on the show here this morning. The people needed to hear it. Who's to say, who's to know? But it'll be even more hot, even more truthful. Ooh, look at that matrix dropping back there. Oh, in that background fire flame. Look at that, just zooming us into the matrix. Oh, I love that background. Shout out to Mr. Producer and Decoding the Divide. If you're looking for links to that show, maybe links to podcast directories, maybe links to the gateway or website or anything else in between, baby, you can find it in this episode's description if you're watching me live at prime time, or if you're listening to my voice right now, you can find it in that episode's description as well. And if you wouldn't mind, before you get out of here, and if you haven't already, hit a subscribe, turn on a notification bell so you never miss any live show or other content. Hit a like button, maybe hit another like.
Don't
maybe hit
be
a heart,
rude.
Maybe hit a repost, maybe hit a quote post, maybe leave a comment, maybe share out a show. Don't be a hoe. Leave us some ratings. Give us a follow. Who's to say, who's to know? Whatever you got to do to help us continue to grow. We appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you that do. Thanks for smashing those buttons, helping that algo get going and flowing, and putting the old subscribe button in a rear naked choke every single day. We can't thank you enough, baby. But outside of that, looks like about all we got. Nothing else major or breaking to get you up to date on. So get that agenda out of here. Whoa, it came right back to me. Get that agenda out of here. It's like a boomerang. That was crazy. It went all the way around me and landed right back in my lap. That was wild. My friends, that does it for episode 607. No mas, no mo. It's time to wrap this sucker up. Paper or plastic? Put a bow on that son of a bitch. It's time to get on up and get on, and go turn some obstacles into opportunities, losses into lessons, and what we thought was going to be a failure, a brand new opportunity to flourish. But before we do, a couple of things I'd appreciate it if you'd allow me to remind you. Number one, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse, so stop making them and get back to work. Number two, even a dead fish can go with the flow. So stop floating downstream and try turning around and using those fins that God blessed you with for a change. And number three, Being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, I ask you keep in mind that DHMG, we don't only HOLD, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shout out to each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Thanks for tuning in this week. Investing your time here at Forge and Fuel. Could have invested in 1,000,001 other ways, and the fact that you invested it here, we are forever grateful. We'll continue to pay that back to you and give you some high-quality ROI by showing up each and every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours, baby. But for now, it's time to go get on that pursuit. It's time to flip the closed side or open over to close. Open right now. We're going to flip it over to close and go get about this Friday. I humbly ask that as you would go into this weekend, you would leave the trials and tribulations of the week at the doorway and burst into the hallway of the weekend, chasing nothing but triumphs. And please use this weekend to build the life that you've been dreaming about, not to escape the one that you're currently living. Also, remember, shout out to Arlone Doan. I sent her a clip yesterday. I don't know if she's responded to it yet. I'm pretty excited to see if she has. Remember, you are kind, you are smart, you are important, and you are loved. Appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday morning because you deserve it. Maybe you haven't deserved it yet. Maybe you're still in bed. So go earn it. And then you can say, I deserve it. Catch you on the flip side, my friends, on another show, a space, a Discord, a DM group chat, maybe the gateway, but wherever you find yourself on the consistent, persistent pursuit of your passions, baby. But for now, we bid thee adieu, and we say unto you, peace and love.